Just a refresher for you ninjas.
Just went on a first date, and this is no offense to this man, obviously perfectly fine, normal, lovely date. It's getting to the point though that that's the problem. Like there's just nothing happening, and I just feel no sparks and no chemistry with people, and I feel bad because I feel like it's just me. I'm going out with really handsome, accomplished, interesting people, and I feel nothing. I feel like I'm just another girl. Like I'm one of a million and there's just nothing special about me. Probably not presenting that great either. Not like that sparkly or interesting or like dynamic at all because I'm just so depleted. I know my person's out there, but starting to really question if I even have it in me to find them anymore. I listened to Maisie Neely's book today, and through all of the hardships she had, she just kept going and kept dating and kept seeing people, and I admire people so much that have that in them because I just don't have it in me. I thought I was safe and I thought I was done, and like having to do this again.
All right. So basically, this is a woman, right? Because I was talking about this with fear of missing out. We talked about women in their prime, how they prioritize school education and a job, traveling, their own personal enjoyment over having a family. And this is manifested in many ways that have been detrimental to women and has hurt them quite a bit. So what I was talking about was fear of missing out. And I was using the example of me being in college, right? So back when I was in college, guys, there was always a temptation, right, to go out, party, be a degenerate, all this other stuff. But the thing with me is I always declined. Or if I did go, I wouldn't drink. I'd bring like tuna or sardines with me while everyone else is drinking beers and doing keg stands and shit like that. And the reason why is because I knew that I had to get shit done. And then if I didn't, I was going to be cooked, right? Now, there's fear of missing out, right? I could only imagine for me as a guy, right? Because I did get the FOMO. Many times there were nights where I'd be in my room by myself, trying to go to sleep and I can hear music outside and people partying and having a good time. I'm like, damn, why can't that be me? But the reality is FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. If you can learn how to suppress that, dude, you're going to have like superpowers because most people can't suppress it. They can't. And with women, it's even harder for them to do it. Okay? Because for women, they're like, oh, if they get like this fear of missing out, they always think like, oh, what could have been? Maybe I could have had my Prince Charming if I stood on the dating market a little bit longer. What if I, waited a little bit longer and I would have been able to chase a career or whatever it may be. So like with women, like the FOMO hits them 10 times harder. Okay? It hits them really hard. This is why they do dumb shit now when they're young and then regret it later because that fear of missing out literally controls their impulses and what they want to do. And keep in mind, women are very impressionable. So whatever their friends do, they're going to do alongside them a lot of the times. Now, this is all human beings. It's not just women that are super impressionable. But the reality is women are more impressionable than men are. It's always been this way. They're communitarian by nature, strength in numbers. This is why they really have like a pack mentality, the sister Uberales, all this other stuff, because women understand intrinsically and inherently that they can't defend their belief system via violence like men can. So there's strength in numbers for them. And FOMO, if they're around a bunch of other women doing dumb shit, it's going to be very hard for them to be against the grain and say, oh, well, I'm not going to go out either. I'm not going to do this. And the FOMO hits women really hard because they know that they have a finite amount of time to do the most that they can in that span from 20 to 30. Every woman deep down knows those 10 years are going to be the best 10 years of her life, and how she spends it, right, is going to dictate how her life goes. And a lot of them, right, I use the example all the time that women are like gamblers. What do I mean by this? Like, women are really bad poker players. What I mean by this is they'll go to the casino, right, with their cash up, chips up, and they'll keep gambling in the casino for as long as they can. They'll gamble all their money away. They'll be there betting more money, thinking, oh, I can win it back, I can win it back, I can win it back. Next thing you know, fast forward 15, 20 years. Now the casino's about to close. It's 6 a.m., sun's coming out. Get your last hand, place your last bets. Oh, I'm down 10,000. Shit. So what do? They try to do the Hail Mary, right? And lock a guy down when their values dropped off precipitously, when they have bad habits, when they're fatter, when they're older, when they need to wear more makeup to look the same. And that's what a lot of modern women do. They're literally gamblers. And the problem is that they're gambling with their lives and they don't even know it. That's the biggest issue. Because those 10 years they took to be 304s actually put them backwards several years. Or made it where they can't appreciate men anymore. Exhibit A, this chick right here. This girl's attractive, as you guys can see. But why is she having such a hard time finding men? Because she didn't prioritize finding a man. She prioritized other things. Those things didn't make her a better woman. If anything, they pushed her away from being a good woman. And now when she meets good men, she doesn't know how to behave. and she doesn't know how to get them. This is a girl that clearly read the carousel during her peak years and is now coming to the startling and painful revelation that riding the carousel absolutely comes with consequences. And this is something that we never talk about in mainstream media, that if women decide to date the bad boys, have fun, and run this Sheryl Sandberg methodology of feminism, that this is what awaits you. And if you guys don't believe me, there's been an explosion of women on TikTok, Instagram, and other social media platforms in their car crying about not being able to find a guy. It's the norm now. It's like every day there's a new chick crying in her car uploading a video about how she can't find a guy, how she's struggling to pay for her lifestyle, she can't afford it, how she hates working, that she feels like she was duped. She's in mountains of debt, working a job she hates to pay back college loans for a degree she didn't even really care about getting in the first place, but she bought into the feminism lies. Or a girl that got into sex work, was a 304 for a while, and has a difficult time finding a guy now. It's all coming back to bite them in the ass in many different ways. And women are telling on themselves, and it's hilarious, okay? Absolutely hilarious.
Welcome, punch!
Because let me tell you guys something. Could you imagine in a different scenario? We're in our cars complaining and saying, damn, bro, I can't find a girl. Like, I'm homeless. I don't have money. I'm broke. I start crying. I can't even move out of my mom's basement. I get no, I'm fat, right? Like, if we were in a car crying about this shit, everyone roasts us and make fun of us. We would never dare upload that to TikTok. We would never dare upload that to Instagram. No matter how bad things are, men are not uploading video to the internet of them crying in their cars about their situation. But women, for some odd reason, have no problem uploading a car talking about their problems that are self-inflicted, by the way. And the reason why, right, there's this discrepancy, which is very important for you guys to understand. The reason why men would never dare upload a video of themselves being an incompetent fool and complaining about not getting women. Meanwhile, women complain all the time about not getting a guy. The reason why is because we have a completely different approach to how we deal with men and how we deal with women. Namely, how we hold men accountable versus how we hold women accountable. We hold men accountable for being losers. If you're a loser as a guy, people don't want to smash you, people don't want to be your friend, you're not let into any cool situations or social opportunities, okay? You must go ahead and forge every opportunity that you get as a guy. However, as a woman, you do not get held accountable for your bad decisions. So no matter how stupid or annoying you are, if you're hot enough, guys will put the mask on and tell you what you want to hear. And it takes women getting older and wiser to realize, oh, I'm really not that special. And this is the epiphany that this woman is coming to right here in this video. There's a reason why she's crying. We'll play that again.
Just went on a first date, and this is no offense to this man, obviously perfectly fine, normal, lovely date.
Translation, too much of a nice guy, too much of a gentleman. I'm not attracted to that.
It's getting to the point though that that's the problem. Like,
Translation, I don't see myself settling down with these guys even though they're good counterparts.
there's just nothing happening. And I just feel
I don't get the same emotional stimuli from nice guys that I do from bad boys, even though I know bad boys aren't good for me and I've been riding myself for far too long.
no sparks and no chemistry.
No sparks. This guy doesn't put me in my place. He treats me like a princess even though I don't deserve it because I'm a
With people, and I feel bad because I feel like it's just me.
I feel bad because I've been told my entire life that I'm pretty and I should be able to get any guy that I want and the world is my oyster. But it's seeming as though that I don't have the leverage that I used to.
out with really handsome, accomplished, interesting people, and I feel nothing.
The guys that I'm going out with are good candidates, but I don't feel a spark.
I feel like I'm just another girl. I'm like,
Boom. There you have it, my friends. There you have it. She's not crying and sad because she can't find a guy. That's a part of it. But the real reason is she's got an ugly truth that she is not wife material. She is not main girl material. And quite frankly, she doesn't offer anything different than all the other women that might be younger and hotter and not have all the baggage she has. Because I can tell that this girl right here, she's done it all, more than likely. And this is the new sexual marketplace, my friends. This is the new normal. This is the new normal, unfortunately. So what can you do, right? What can you do?
like I'm one of a million, and there's
I feel like I'm one of a million. I don't feel special anymore. I don't get the same attention that I used to get and opportunities.
just nothing special about me. Probably
Holy shit. I'm like every other girl.
not presenting that great either, not like that sparkly or
I didn't learn any tangible skills to keep a man around because I coasted on my beauty for far too long. And I'm starting to realize that I actually offer nothing different than other women do.
interesting or like dynamic at all because I'm just so depleted. I know my
This is extremely frustrating going out on dates and realizing that I can't get a sparkle with any of these guys because I'm
person's out there, but starting to really question if I even have it in me to find them anymore.
Do I deserve a man and a family? I'm starting to question that.
Listen to Maisie Neely's book today, and through all of the hardships she had, she just kept going and
Why can this girl find a man, but I can't?
kept dating and kept seeing people, and I admire people so much that have that in them because I just don't have it in me.
Translation, I don't qualify for a good long-term relationship because I've had some experiences that have disqualified me from certain caliber of men.
I was safe and I thought I was done, and like having to do this again.
Yep. And guys, mark my words. Someone said this in the super chat earlier. You're going to see, guys, a rise, okay, an absolute rise in women with depression over the next 10 to 20 to 30 years. This social media wave is probably one of the worst things that we could have had as human beings. And I think it's going to affect women way worse. Don't get it twisted. It's up too. Pornography addiction, perpetual online parasocial relationships. But with women, bruh, I truly do think that social media was one of the worst things that could have happened to the modern woman.